Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Stacey Jeffery and I'm going to be doing a weekly documentation vlog of my son Castiel and his journey with Plagiocephaly and Brachycephaly. For those of you who don't know what Brachycephaly or Plagiocephaly is, it is basically flathead syndrome. So Brachycephaly is the flattening of the back of the head, and then Plagiocephaly is the flattening of the side of the head. And in his case, his measurements they took when we went to get the initial assessment, he has 95% brachycephaly, and the measurement guidelines are basically around this. I can't remember exactly, but they're about 75 to 80% is classed as normal, 85 to 90% is classed as mildly severe, and 95% plus is classed as severe. So his brachycephaly is 95% and his plagiocephaly is classed as mildly to severe. So that's why we are getting the helmet and we're not just going ahead with doing physiotherapy. We were recommended physiotherapy and I did take him to get physiotherapy. However, I didn't really find it very useful as it was just repositioning techniques that I was already doing, and because Cash just doesn't want to lie on his side when I try and get him to, and he doesn't want me to move his head when he's sleeping, so there's not really a whole lot we can do. I don't really feel that his head's going to make any progress doing the physiotherapy, and I've seen a lot of positive results from the helmet, which is why we've decided to do it. The brand of helmet that we're getting is an LOC band, which is from a company up in Bristol. I have no idea whether it's going to be successful or not. We are kind of hoping it's going to be. But that is why we are doing this blog, so everyone else can see and learn from our mistakes and any tips that we may pick up along the way. I also thought it'd be handy for other parents who have a child with flathead syndrome, so you can see that physiotherapy isn't the only thing that's available, because I know in America you can get a lot of different help, and I'm sure in other places around the world you can as well. However, in the UK we tend to only get the advice of someone from the NHS, and in my case my health visitor told me that he didn't have a very severe flat head and she wasn't really worried about it, and then she asked me if I wanted to have him referred to a physiotherapist, which it kind of annoyed me as I kind of expected her to tell me that he needed it instead of her asking me if I wanted him to be referred, as we found out when we went to the specialist that his head's actually very severe. So it did kind of annoy me. And also when we went to our physiotherapy, the physiotherapist told me that we wouldn't be able to get any help with his neck, which is kind of annoying as he favourites one side of his head, so he'll look to one side more than the other, which is causing tension in his neck muscles. Luckily the specialist has given us some exercises to do to relieve the tension, so in the case of his health everything's great. However, I think it's quite rubbish that my physiotherapist told me that she wouldn't be able to see Castiel anymore, and the main reason for that is the fact that they can't tell which treatment is working better, whether physiotherapy is working better or if the helmet treatment is working better. Surely the health of the child is more important than whether one treatment's working than the other one. I think they should try and work hand in hand. I think that would be a lot better and more beneficial for babies out there. And also it kind of annoyed me that she wasn't going to mention that there's a helmet out there, and she was trying to make it seem that physiotherapy was the only thing that was actually available to us. I mean, it does cost a lot of money, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it costs about £2,000 to have this helmet fitted. However, I have amazing family members and they've managed to get the money together for the helmet, so I am lucky in that sense, and I know lots of other people probably can't afford it, but there are places you can go for funding, so there's a Tree of Hope which I did look into doing, but as I said, we managed to get the help from family members instead of raising the money. But there is that website, and I'll link that below. I haven't personally used it, so I don't know whether it's actually a decent crowdfunding site or not, but they do specialise in the bands for the heads, the bands or helmets for the heads, so it might be worth looking into. So with the helmet, he has to wear it for 23 hours a day for 3 to 6 months. However, they seem to think that because of his age, it's a perfect time, so it might only be 3 to 4 months. It really just varies on different babies and how well they progress. We're hoping to only be 3 to 4 months because obviously it's quite a lot than wearing it for 23 hours a day. I do personally think it's going to be worth it if we get the results that I've seen from their success stories. So to me, it's all worth it, but it really just depends on your preference. You may not agree with the helmet. I will note that the helmet doesn't cause any pressure on the heads.
So this is the leaflet that we got given, and basically it gives you a little bit of information about it, and it shows you the before and after photos. So that's what the brachycephaly was like, and that's the results that we'd hopefully get. So it basically looks a bit like a bicycle helmet, and it says here that the LOC band is non-invasive and works by applying gentle, constant pressure over the areas of your baby's skull which are most prominent, while allowing unrestricted growth over the flattened areas. It is pain-free treatment. This is just this one brand. I mean, there's lots of these helmets out there, and you should definitely look into it, and there are probably some places which are closer to you, and I have no idea how well it's going to work. We are hoping that it's going to work quite well, and it says right here about it being effective, well, more effective between 4 to 7 months, and Castiel is almost 6 months, so I think we're in the very good time period for him to have it fitted.
I will be posting a video on either Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure which day it will be yet, as I'm going to be getting back from Bristol quite late, so it might be Friday, but I will try and put it up on Thursday if I can, and I'll hopefully be able to record some of the session. I haven't asked yet. I'm hoping that he will let me, so I can show you guys kind of the process of getting the helmet fitted and what it looks like, and then I'll be going through the schedule that will be given for the first week. I'm so sorry if you can hear a cat meowing. That is my cat, and she's trying to get through the window. So Athena has decided to join us for this the end of the YouTube video. This is Athena. She is a Bengal. Anyway, if you've enjoyed watching this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.